Hi, I'm Mr. Gaming Tuxedo, and you're here because you're probably just as confused as I've been going through the whole Cyberpunk marketing, thinking that this game is better than Grand Theft Auto. I mean, it must be. It looks like Grand Theft Auto, it sounds like Grand Theft Auto, but it's set in the future and it's developed by a games company that could do no wrong. And in a way, we sort of got a little bit tricked. And I'm going to try and explain why with this video, starting with the first gameplay trailer from Grand Theft Auto all the way back in July 2013.
With Grand Theft Auto 5, Rockstar have tried to reimagine the open-world game in a number of ways. The game world is beautiful, massive, and diverse.
I mean, that whole trailer at the time was mind-blowing. I had never seen anything like it, and the way it was presented was entirely unique, with a very concise narration about exactly what was going on. Even the music just had this momentum going on, and as they were going through the features, the free characters that you could play as shifting between them seemed almost unreal. And at the time, I wasn't sure that free characters were going to work, but this trailer did a really good job of showing you that it was possible. And then when we actually got to play the game, apart from the loading between the characters, because of course there was loading, it was even better because when we were switching between them, we went into their lives and they were doing different things. They were going to a coffee shop or someone was in a car chase, and it felt different every time you switched in between someone. And everything about this trailer, to me, made me believe at the time that this was a true next-gen experience. And so after that, I'm trying to remember a few other examples, and please go in the comments if you can remember them. After that, I think a few other games companies copied this style of narration, going through the gameplay and talking about it with this good female narrator going over and explaining specifically what you would expect in the computer game. Now, Cyberpunk, with its Night City Wire episodes, 5 of them that they released, in I think every single one, they had a segment within it that had this style of narration. And in particular, just like this one that's titled Grand Theft Auto Gameplay, they had in Night City Wire episode 5, near the end, they had their first official gameplay trailer. And now let's just have a look at this.
At CD Projekt Red, we dedicate ourselves to telling immersive stories. Yet with every new project, we set out to make our games bigger, more complex, deeply engaging.
Come on, V. Let's get you home.
Cyberpunk 2077 marries exploration of a vast open world with kinetic combat.
Now, it's interesting because the way it's talked is very similar. You know, they're talking about how engaging the worlds that they build are. Again, going through explaining the gameplay in a very detailed fashion. And it feels, when you're watching it, just like I felt when I saw that Grand Theft Auto trailer for the first time. And I have to be honest, I watched that trailer maybe 20 times, especially that bit at the end. And I mean 20 times, I mean the Grand Theft Auto trailer, the gameplay one. I watched it so many times, especially the bit at the end when Grand Theft Auto Online was introduced. It was just mind-blowing. And to me, the kind of marketing that was coming out of CD Projekt Red was so similar. And they truly did believe that they were akin. They did other things, not just the way that they narrated their trailers. They did other things like introduce a map into their box, just like Grand Theft Auto did. Now, let's be fair here. The world of Cyberpunk is incredible. It looks incredible. But the thing is, it's not enough just to have a world. It isn't enough. You have to have everything that comes with it. when you decide to have a highly detailed world. When you miss out on other details, you can create yourself problems. For example, if a cop pulls you over, you could put your hands up and you could get arrested. In Cyberpunk, if you do something wrong, a cop just teleports in and shoots you. And they don't chase you. They don't go through the streets. Grand Theft Autos led us to this expectation that we would be followed around. But it never happened. In fact, I've never seen a cop system that makes as little sense as what's going on in the Cyberpunk game. And it's annoying. Because what is there? The world itself is amazing. It's an amazing foundation, but the world is not enough. Grand Theft Auto knows this. And the thing is that it was invoked so heavily in all of the trailers that we saw on Night City Wire that it's almost offensive that they would then go on and claim such things as,
Welcome to the next generation of open world adventure. Immerse yourself in Cyberpunk 2077.
I mean, come on. If you want to be the next generation of open world adventure, you have to be a generation above GTA 5. I mean, that game was released 7 years ago. Where are the windows that you can shoot with individual precision so the glass cracks? Where are the tyres that burst when you burn out? Where are the people in the streets that run away from you when you threaten them? Where are the cops chasing you? Like, these things are what you would believe are the basic foundations. If it's the next generation, you believe it's an improvement from that. And I'm not saying that you expect it to be exactly the same, but you expect a certain base. And that's what the problem is here. It looked exactly like it. And here's the thing. Here's the thing that's rough. I love The Witcher 3. And by extension, I loved CD Projekt Red. And I honestly thought that 2020 being what it is, they probably wanted to release it this year to try and make the year better. And to be honest with you, it felt like one of the best things that could happen this year. And I told all my friends, I'd said, no question, buy this game. It's going to be amazing. And I want you to be part of the zeitgeist. I want to talk about it with you. I want to go through it with you. But I had friends who bought it on the PlayStation 4 and it wasn't even playable. That doesn't feel like a zeitgeist. All we could talk about was bad things. And there's me on a high horse playing it on a PC, seeing graphics that are unbelievable. But I don't even want to talk about it with them. It's not fair. It's not right. I wanted to experience it all together. I was on the same playing field. They should have just waited. And it's rough. It's rough. You know, I thought that CD Projekt was the one company that you don't have to worry about whether you pre-order it or not because they're going to deliver. And the thing is, I know that eventually they will deliver. It will be amazing at the end. I know in 4 months' time. And the thing is, I knew because I played The Witcher, and when it first came out, it was buggy, and I waited like 6 months to complete it, and I had a great time. But I kind of forgot, you know, I kind of forgot. But anyway, I'm Mr. Gaming Tuxedo. If you enjoy stuff like this is my first video on YouTube, and so any constructive criticism is of course appreciated. I think I can take it. I don't know, we'll see. Put your thoughts in the comments below and like this if you want to see more stuff like this. Thank you and goodbye.